So, I never wanted to talk about this again, but Lisa Smith, I had to talk about it now. Because, she's got bail. I was happy when she came back to Ireland while her daughter's safe. I'm happy that her daughter's safe. Her 2-year-old daughter. But, I was happy when she was remanded in custody, and I was hoping that she would rot in an Irish jail for the rest of her life. And would never see the outside of a prison. But apparently the government have a better idea. Send her out into the streets on bail. How about that? The only thing we're going to do is maybe slap her in the hand, maybe take her phone off her. We don't really care apart from that. And the laugh about this, and I really had to laugh about this. Like, there's so many children's parents going to prison because they didn't send their children to school and they're getting a month in prison. And it's somebody that commits, terrorist offences against the state, treason against the state. They get top honours. They literally get, she probably didn't even have to pay a cent for bail, let's be honest here. And somebody who, robs a packet of crisps in the shop gets absolutely electric chair in this country. And it's a joke. It's really, really a joke. And this shows, like, if this was in any other country, let's be honest, they wouldn't even look at them. Simple as that. They wouldn't look at them. They would say, are you having a laugh? That's really what they would say, the justice system over in some other countries. And they'd be totally right. Like, she obviously is a threat to the state. Let's be honest. The guards have said she's a threat to the state. She is a threat to the Irish people and the Irish state. And she should be not allowed to go anywhere near public society. She should be locked away. And of course she should be allowed to see her daughter on Christmas. If she believes in Christmas, that's another thing. I don't think she believes in it. But of course she should be allowed to see her daughter. I'm sure we're not that cruel. We're not that cruel for people not to let her see her daughter on Christmas. In the prison, that's totally fine. Have a few hours with her daughter. That's totally fine. But letting her out on bail to walk around, and fighting people, like, this is going to terrify people if they have to see her and, knowing where she came from. And what she was doing over there, like, God knows what she was doing. Like, the government know what she was doing. Of course the government know. The guards know what but they won't say it. They won't say it because there'll be an absolute uproar. Like, she should be put in prison. And she should be never let out. Simple as that. She should be never let out. Like, my concern, I'm sure people remember from my last Lisa Smith video. I was more concerned about her daughter. And her daughter's safe and well now, and I'm happy about that. I'm delighted that her daughter's safe and well. And that she's not in danger in Syria, obviously. And I really don't care. Lisa Smith was to. They went around, like, she was in prison in Limerick. Like, she had her own special place in Limerick. Wasn't that just great? Away from all the rest of the prisoners. The taxpayer had to pay 1.2 million or something to keep her in there. It depends. It depends what you look at. Because they were afraid of her being kicked up and down the prison. And the only reason why because people don't want, people who do that. And obviously she's a treason to the Irish state. Obviously she's a former Defence Forces person. And that's the highest treason. Like, if you said that back in during the War of Independence, no, not with the War of Independence, but say when the Irish Free State was we're going into the Irish Republic, I suppose I can say. 1940, 1950s, around then, if you said that somebody who was over fighting for a group over in Syria, if you said they're coming home, like, literally, it wouldn't be, they shoot you, simple as that. And at least they'll have a bit of cop on back then. But, I really don't care what happens to Lisa Smith, otherwise, to be honest. As long as the daughter's safe and well, like, we should cherish the children. Obviously, she is an Irish citizen. And I didn't know this, but she does have an Irish citizenship. And, that's obviously, we should value the children of Ireland. And obviously we should not put the blame on the child. And I keep saying this, we should not put the blame. I see people putting the blame on the child. Like, this, the child's only 2-year-old. We can't put the blame on the child. She knew what she was doing. Obviously she knows what she's doing. Like, looking at pictures of her, she obviously has a smirk smile, more or less thinking she conned the Irish government, saying, okay, come back and the rest of that. It was a joke. And I really, the big thing that's annoying me out of this, if somebody didn't send their child to school, they literally get 10 times worse than what she got. And, somebody that, does something like that, what she done, like, God knows what she done. I might as well be honest with people, I don't have a clue what she done over in Syria. She could have shot 3 or 4 people, for all we know. For all we know. And, she's been let walk the streets for Christmas. And that's terrifying. That's, for me, terrifying. That, they would let somebody like that, that's obviously a danger. Like, the guards have said it, that she's a danger. They have said it. The different detectives have said it and have said it to the judges. And obviously the judges in this country, they're the greatest people ever out there. They're just like, we don't care what. The guards have huge reports, they write up huge reports, the guards, and try to keep people in prison. And the judges just like, give out to the guards. Like, I seen this in courts. The judges look down on the guards, saying, why are you bringing this woman in here? It's Christmas time. She hasn't done too much wrong. I have more pressing issues. Somebody that doesn't, haven't shown, so hasn't paid their property tax. I have to annoy the hell out of them. Somebody that can't afford to survive, I have to annoy them. This one is not, not too bad. She's not that dangerous. And I'm sure to God, if that was in the United Kingdom, for a start, one thing I have to say, they would not let a person like that back into the United Kingdom. Second of all, if they were let back, especially after the London Bridge attack, they would be locked up and throw away the key. Literally, they would never let them out again. And we might as well be honest, and that's something that the United Kingdom government has a bit of cop on. The Irish government had, I would have only took the daughter back, and as simple as that. I would have left her over there. She tried so hard to get over to Syria. No, I would have just left her there. I would have brought her daughter back. I wouldn't have wasted, I wouldn't waste the resources on bringing Lisa Smith back. And I might as well be totally honest. I'm not going to lie to people. Like, the biggest thing about this, and the biggest thing for me was, her daughter's safe, because she's only 2 years old, the daughter. And, we should never put the blame on somebody, she's obviously done unforgivable wrong, Lisa Smith. But the daughter has nothing to do with her mistakes or her betrayal of this country. And, we should, stop giving out about the daughter being let back into Ireland, because, I've seen people give out about it. And, we can't be that cruel just to leave the daughter over in Syria along with her. Anyway, thank you for watching. I know it's annoying. I literally didn't that's why I didn't even mention about coming back to Ireland, because I just didn't want to listen to her anymore. I'm just sick. If she gets off and just let scot-free after this, I'm not going to be happy. And I just didn't want to, it's Christmas. It's Christmas and I have to talk about this crack. It's just, I wanted to do something fun. And you have to talk about this crack that has to happen in this country. It's just annoying.